Before we get started, I want to remind you that you know your horse best, and this is not a substitute for in-person training or coaching. Riding horses is a dangerous and unpredictable sport. Users and listeners acknowledge the serious risks involved and shall hold Alex Greer Dressage and Greer Ventures LLC harmless. Please read the full disclaimer in the description. As you start walking to the mounting block, preparing yourself for your ride, remind yourself why you are here, what you love most about this time, what you love most about your horse. However you are feeling, whatever happened at work, home, or school, remind yourself that this time is just for you and your horse. Let go of everything else. Reset your energy. Once you put your foot in the stirrup and swing your leg over, know you're in the right place. So let's begin. Before you proceed and walk, take a moment to tune into how your horse feels. Relax your seat, gather your reins, and give your horse a pat before allowing him or her to move forward. Take a deep breath in, hold it, and exhale to connect your mind and body with your horses. Gently close your legs to proceed in a free walk. If your horse is relaxed and focused, let the reins go long and just feel your seat follow their movement. Notice their relaxed ears. Feel the overtrack and activity of the walk. The 4-beat rhythm. Take it in. In this moment, you are looking for relaxation and suppleness of your body and your horses. Throughout this ride, especially during the music, make sure you change direction often and spend equal time tracking left and right. You can begin to shorten your reins, and as you do so, start incorporating some bending lines and circles. Ride a loop from F to quarter line to B to quarter line to M, and the same thing on the next long side. Next, see if you can fit in 2 of those in between F and B and M. You don't need to make it all the way to the quarter line. You just need to feel your horse properly bending, stretching into, and filling up the outside rein. This is what my students and I affectionately call scallops, like the scallop trim of fabric. Make sure you feel your outside rein connected to your horse and that you are using your inside leg and outside rein to make the scallops. Although you should feel connected to the bit on both reins, be sure to avoid the urge to use your inside rein to try to accomplish this. Similarly with your circles, circle using your outside rein with inside leg support. If you are allowing yourself to cross the outside rein over your horse's withers, then your horse is not properly connected to your outside rein. If your inside rein is close to your thigh, then you are using too much inside rein. Your hands should remain close to the fuzzy of your saddle pad, bit width apart. Notice I haven't talked about roundness yet. If your horse isn't already round and soft in the connection, realize that it will come. Remember the training pyramid and that rhythm and relaxation, with elasticity and suppleness, come before contact. What does it feel like to be connected to your horse with the inside leg and outside rein? Are you still feeling the 4-beat rhythm of the walk and that your horse is active in the walk? Focus on how it feels and allow this feeling to continue throughout your walk warm-up. At this point, I typically like to include leg yields, and depending on your horse's level, you can do a variety of different leg yields. You might want to just leg yield from the quarter line to the rail, off of your inside leg onto your outside rein. If you have a horse just learning this concept, you may want to just do a few steps of leg yield this way before proceeding straight and then leg yielding again. Remember, in the leg yield you want your horse straight, with their head and neck coming straight out of their body. There's some allowance for slight flexion of the pole away from the direction in which they're moving, but there shouldn't be any bending here. For more advanced horses, you may leg yield from or to the quarter line and back, or perhaps you will leg yield from center line or even all the way across the arena. You can determine how steep of a leg yield you want to make, as long as you are keeping a clear, active walk and your horse remains supple and straight underneath you. Regardless of level, throughout this warm-up, make sure you are spending equal time in both directions. In future warm-ups, I will discuss how I incorporate shoulder in, haunches in, half passes, halts, rein back, turn on the haunches, and walk pirouettes into my warm-ups. But for now, let's stick with just focusing on the walk you want to have with your horse and feeling that suppleness and connection with the outside rein. As we move on to the next phase of our warm-up, I want you to remember that your posture affects your horse's posture. Their self-carriage is up to you, not the other way around. With this in mind, proceed to a working trot and rising. Pay special attention to your transition. Was it immediate? Was your horse quick off your leg or dull and lazy to the aid? Did your horse brace against you in any way? Or did he or she feel soft and round in the upward transition? Did you keep yourself centered and balanced? Or did you lean forward or tilt to one side or another? Feel the trot. What does it feel like? Is your horse active? Can you feel their hind legs working and stepping under? If you felt like the transition was so-so, or you're not quite feeling the trot the way you want it, go back to the walk and do the transition again. Set high standards for yourself and your horse. That's the only way they will learn what you want from them. When they get it right, give them lots of praise and let them know that's what you wanted. Stretch up tall and bring your shoulder blades together and down. This scapular depression and retraction is key for your posture. If you feel that your neck is not straight and tall, take a moment to bring your chin in, almost as if you are making a double chin, and feel that tuck keeping your head aligned above the spine. Go back to neutral and feel the stretch of the muscles at the back of your neck. Point your toes forward and feel your leg long. Make sure your stirrups are on the ball of your foot and that your heel is down without pressing too hard against the stirrup. Keep your elbows close to your body and make sure your hands are still bit width apart with your thumbs on top. Feel that straight line from bit to elbow and from shoulder to hip to heel. Be aware of your body, and as your awareness increases, notice if you start to stray from the alignment we've created today. If you do, repeat the exercises as necessary. You should feel yourself grow taller in the saddle, feel elegant, athletic, and know that you are providing your horse with the balanced rider they need to do their job. Avoid just riding straight lines in the trot. Incorporate those same scallops, circles of varying size. Try 3, 10, or 15-meter circles on the long side. Really feel that inside hind leg stepping under. Feel that you can make transitions within the trot gait. If you're riding 3 circles on the long side, bring your horse back to you for a bit for the circles, and when you're on the straight line, ride a little forward. Don't give up the contact when you do this. Keep the connection and remember that you want that forward from back to front. Then half halt and bring your horse more underneath himself for your next circle. Repeat and feel that. Focus on the timing of your half halts, the true difference in tempo. Remember that varying the tempo within the gait does not change the rhythm, so be sure that you continue to feel and tap into the 2-beat trot. Feel your horse's diagonal pairs of legs working. At this point, take a walk break and allow your horse to stretch their neck in a nice marching walk. Pat them and let them know how happy you are with your warm-up so far. Take in the beauty of your surroundings. Realize how incredible the opportunity to ride these animals really is. Feel the bond you have with your horse and how seamlessly you are able to communicate with one another. I've said this before, but as we prepare for canter, I want you to remember that your horse's self-carriage is up to you. Your posture affects their posture. With that in mind, let's prepare some nice trot canter transitions. I love trot canter transitions for engaging your horse's core and lifting their back. Begin in a 20-meter circle at E or B, and once you've established a nice trot with your horse's hind legs engaged and underneath himself, go ahead and ask for your first canter transition. Breathe and half halt beforehand. Be clear with your aids and place your outside leg slightly behind the girth and the inside leg at the girth to ask for the canter. Find yourself connected to your horse with your seat and legs, sitting centered in the saddle and into your horse, resisting the urge to lean forward to get the transition. Now that you're in canter, make sure you can feel the horse's inside hind leg reaching toward the girth and a nice 3-beat rhythm. Feel the engagement of your horse's hindquarters, the flexion of their joints, the jump in the canter. Feel the stretch to the bit and encourage your horse to stretch over their back. Once you're ready, prepare a downward transition to trot, ensuring that your horse does not fall in the forehand, and that you support their balance with your half halts. Feel a nice trot again, with impulsion and a soft feel in the contact. Continue repeating the trot to canter transitions on the circle, alternating between the 2 gaits at the top and bottom of the circle to start, and then play with making the transitions after only a few strides. Do this in both directions. Aim for prompt, smooth, and balanced transitions, focusing on maintaining the horse's suppleness, rhythm, and responsiveness to your aids. Be sure to let your horse know when they've done a good job by patting them or telling them how good they are. You should feel ready to accomplish the goals you have for the rest of your ride at this point, knowing that you've properly warmed up your horse and are connected with your horse. Remember that you are exactly where you need to be. This is what you love and what makes your partnership with your horse so special. Just keep working on being the best rider you can be and find your horse meeting you there. In training and in developing your own self-carriage, while continuing to set high standards for yourself, your horse will improve as your balance improves. As you work throughout the rest of your ride, hold on to this energy even as this warm-up ends. Remember everything we worked on together and take it into the next phase of your ride. Realize how rare it is to have a partnership like this. Breathe, smile, and enjoy every second of training with your horse. You both deserve it.